The UN has said that 1 in 4 people are starving, and 9 out of 10 families in some areas spend a day and a night without food. Intentionally starving civilians by depriving them of objects indispensable to their survival, including willfully impeding relief supplies, is also a war crime under the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. And knowing that the slowness of starvation methods is at the crux of this torturous wrong, we need this court to issue arrest warrants and hold Israeli perpetrators liable for the starving of Gaza. People in Gaza are being starved to death. The UN Special Rapporteur on the Right to Food, Michael Fakhri, has said that Gazans now make up 80% of all people facing famine or catastrophic hunger worldwide, and a quarter of the population is starving in Gaza. Famine is imminent. Since the Second World War, he says, we have never seen an entire civilian population made to go hungry this completely and quickly. Israel is intentionally starving Palestinians and should be held accountable for war crimes and genocide. According to the Integrated Food Security Phase classification, as of March 10th, around 1.1 million people in Gaza, half of its population, have completely exhausted their food supplies and coping capacities and are struggling with catastrophic hunger and starvation. That is 300,000 more people than the estimated 800,000 victims of the 1994 genocide in Rwanda, and the highest number of people ever recorded as facing catastrophic hunger by the IPC system. The UN has said that 1 in 4 people are starving, and 9 out of 10 families in some areas spend a day and a night without food. Alex de Waal, a renowned famine expert, in a piece for The Guardian published on March 21st, states that the pace and scale of the destruction of objects indispensable to survival in Gaza surpasses any other case of man-made famine in the last 75 years. Gaza is experiencing mass starvation like no other in recent history. Under Article 54 of Additional Protocol 1 to the Geneva Conventions, the starvation of civilians as a method of warfare is prohibited, and it is prohibited to attack, destroy, remove, or render useless objects indispensable to the survival of the civilian population. These include crops, livestock, and drinking water, for the specific purpose of denying them for their sustenance value to the civilian population, whatever the motive, whether in order to starve out civilians to cause them to move away, or for any other motive. Intentionally starving civilians by depriving them of objects indispensable to their survival, including willfully impeding relief supplies, is also a war crime under the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. Indispensable objects include food, water, and shelter, which Israel is systematically denying Palestinians. The deprivation of these objects has been ongoing for months, and we know that Israel controls the Gaza Strip so tightly that it counts calories. In 2008, during Operation Cast Lead, the Israelis calculated every aspect of Gaza's food production and consumption, keeping Palestine on what it called a diet, just short of starvation. This time, though, they've gone even further. In recent memory, no state has deliberately chosen a path that would starve an entire population in the way that Israel is doing now. This conduct can lead to prosecution of Israeli individuals at the International Criminal Court, and indeed, given the imminence of famine, and knowing that the slowness of starvation methods is at the crux of this torturous wrong, we need this court to issue arrest warrants and hold Israeli perpetrators liable for the starving of Gaza.